It's time to see what is behind door number 1.
Hey, BD, let's go.
Guess we need to slice it.
It's locked. What do you think? That's how it's done.
Interrogation chamber. Oh boy, here we go.
Get back here! Weak technique.
I run out of
Help, please. Help, BD.
That's how you change anything.
the hell. Let's go single lightsaber here.
BD, I need help.
I'm going to enjoy ending you. This is the end, Padawan.
Yeah. Wow. Too early.
You will fall. Suffer as I have.
The hell? Okay, it's going to be one of the battles. I'll do some death montages here because I think this is going to be a toughie. And yeah, we'll see you on the other side.
You won't be standing much longer. Jedi. That won't.
There we go. Right.
I saw what you've been through.
Whew.
You've experienced great suffering. It's not too late to let it go.
Let go. I'm stronger now because of the pain. I knew you'd come back for this. No, thank you. You'll never make it out of this place alive!
Come on.
Weak technique.
moving.
Hey, BD. Drawer stim.
Too early.
Up here.
You will fall. Suffer as I have.
Hey, buddy.
You won't be standing much longer.
Up here.
You can't win. Reel in agony.
Help! BD, here. Help, please.
That won't change anything.
Come on! Jump that.
Another weak technique.
Right here, buddy.
Phase 3.
Stay still. That won't change anything. Sir will betray you. It's only a matter of time. I have.
Thought I was out of the range.
Change anything. Get back here.
Get down! Concentration. Wow! No heals. Battle. Love that battle.
Cal!
I have the holocron.
I need to do this. It's over, Trilla.
Nothing is ever truly over.
This fight is over. I know the darkness that is eating you up inside, and every day we choose to either feed it or fight it.
It's too late, sir.
No, it's not. I know the choices that I made took all your choices away, and I have failed you, Trilla. I failed you. And I am so very sorry.
I've carried so much hate for you.
Oh no. I hear it. Oh, there he is. Damn! Ada! Oh god.
That doesn't look good.
It isn't. It's him.
You have failed me, Inquisitor.
Avengers! Run! No!
Oh, he just pushes her off. Oh my god.
You would be wise to surrender.
Yeah. Probably.
Oh, we're fighting Vader. I got no health. What the hell is he doing?
Surrender.
We gotta run!
I've got no health.
Look out!
Alright, we've got to run.
Turbo lift. Let's go.
Oh god. If I have to do that battle again, oh no. While this is loading, it's awesome because I've got the purple lightsaber. My PlayStation 4 controller's actually, the light at the sort of front of it is actually purple as well. It's a really neat trick, and as I've gone for different... Okay. Luckily, I only have to go from here. Go, BD.
Let's get out of here.
Oh, there he is.
Come on. Edie, stay back.
Tactical guide, Darth Vader. If you survive the encounter with the most powerful Sith in the galaxy, escape is the only chance of survival. Missing one. Probably the Electro staff dude. It's like the Death Trooper, I think, with the gun.
I think we lost him. I'll make it. Seer, I won't fail you.
Kid, you read me? They're not responding.
They will. I am certain of it.
Breeze, I'm here. Heading towards the surface. Be ready. I have the holocron.
Oh shit.
Just get out of there, Cal.
Keep moving, Carl.
Oh, circle. Circle. Go, BD. The lightsaber that nearly killed your master, Vader.
Surrender the holocron.
I'll never give it to you.
We shall see.
Oh god, no. Oh, she's back.
I won't let you take those children.
Vader's just so good.
Such hatred. You would have made an excellent Inquisitor.
She's stronger than that. No! No!
Yes. Strong with the dark side.
Seer!
I can feel it inside of her.
Seer! Seer! Hey, listen to me! You still have a choice.
Oh, he's fighting back the bloody water. Come on, Cal. Let's use the breather thing. Oh, it's Merrin.
Hey, kid. Cal.
Seer.
She's all right. She's all right.
to.
You did it.
We did it. We did.
Careful.
Where are they?
Well, they're out there. Whoa, hold on. Wait a minute.
Sorry.
That was you in the water, wasn't it?
I'm glad you're okay. This one wouldn't leave your side.
Thank you. Hey.
Hey.
So now what?
Well, Captain, this is the end of my charter. Your contract has been fulfilled. Thank you, Grease.
Well, if it's all the same to you, I was thinking that maybe I would stick around here and take you wherever you gotta go. Besides, the kid kinda looks up to me.
What about that?
We use it to rebuild the Jedi Order.
The next generation of Jedi.
The Empire will be after him. Just like they're after us.
The lives of every child on that list will be forever changed.
Not by us. Their destiny should be trusted to the Force. So where to now?
Trophy earned, trust only in the Force. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order completed, and let's just put it out there straight off. This game has surprised me so many ways. I came into this game expecting garbage. Let's just put it that way. EA has a bad track record with Star Wars games, and then they handed this to Respawn, and I still wasn't expecting a lot. But what I've come out with at the end of probably 38 parts, 37, 38 parts, is a game that I've thoroughly enjoyed playing. So I want to just leave that with you as I go into sort of the good and the bad about the game. It's not perfect, so let's talk about the bad first. Let's get that out, all cards on the table. So what didn't I like? I think the thing that stands out, there's a couple of things that really stand out and holds the game back. I'm playing this on a PlayStation base. It's not even a Pro. It's literally day one edition PlayStation. No upgrades, no nothing. It's a PlayStation that a lot of people who would have bought the PlayStation back at the day then would still have it as. And the load times were abysmal. You're looking at 30 seconds to a minute for a load time after a death, and it's the number one reason why I dropped this from Grandmaster to Jedi Master, because I was going to die a lot. Like that last battle, I'd still be battling it now if it was in Grandmaster. I wouldn't even be at this point after 30 parts. It was just too much, I'm going there for a minute, I only have a certain amount of time to play games in, and I don't want to spend 10% of that time in a load screen. The load times are awful. PC, Xbox, Xbox One, I don't know. A Pro, I don't know. I haven't seen any. At this point, I haven't seen any other content on Jedi Fallen Order. I'll go and watch some of my other people that I watch stuff, go around and see what they think. But for me, load time's really bad. And then you have some of the visuals aren't polished, like the final scene there. the battle with Vader and stuff, the animations were out of sync with the voice, and that I found that more as I got further into the game. That was happening more and more and more. When we got into Dathomir for the first time, and I could run past sections because the enemies hadn't spawned in. Yeah, I've just had a minute load time, yet they haven't spawned in enemies, and I could run for another 20 seconds or so and not have enemies spawned in. Textures weren't loading properly. Yeah, the less you say about the Wookiees, the better. They just looked awful, literally awful. So that was bad. And then, what else is bad about the game? I've got notes on my laptop. I just don't have a laptop with me. I was making through this, but they're the main things that stand out. The other thing, and I don't know. Obviously, we'll see what happens in terms of post-credit rolling. Where do we start? Do we start? You know, can we do New Game Plus? I've obviously got secrets which I probably won't go and get because I'm not compelled to go through and play this again. But that's not a negative thing. That's probably a neutral stance. I think this game lends itself to a one and done type scenario. Not every game needs 50 hours of content and continual replayability. This is a standalone single player game, and it's very, very good. My game of the year is Sekiro. I've played that to death. Love that game. What else? You know, this is up there for the games that I've played this year. Monster Hunter Iceborne probably trumps it. But looking at the sort of the video game awards, this isn't in there because it missed a cut-off date. Some of the games on there, this beats hands down. So yeah, let's talk about the good. So I really enjoyed the story. I think the story was really, really good for what the time frame that they had this set in. So a couple of years after Order 66 and Revenge of the Sith, sort of episode 3. This is set a couple of years after that. And there's only so much that you can do. Now, when they first started talking about this holocron being all the younglings and going to go and train some stuff, and I thought, well, that doesn't tie in with Rogue One, A New Hope, because it's all bleak there, you know, at that point. And even at Rebels level, in Star Wars Rebels, there's not this trained up and a lot of stuff, because they would have just referenced that, especially in Rebels with Kanan and Ezra. They would have just referenced us saying, let's go, we can force sense these younglings and stuff, let's go over there and get you trained up. There's nothing that, so I thought, well, this isn't going to tie in, because this is canon. And then at the end, obviously, he's cut it in half. And I thought, the one concern I had about the story going along was this, how does it fit into the whole arc of Star Wars as we know it, and how they handled that at the end was really well done. I think the story is a really good standalone story. Yeah, so that's really, really good. Other things that I like, I love the level designs. Dathomir was my favourite not by far, but just the vibe of Dathomir was brilliant. Night Sister Merrin is my favourite character in the game. Not just for her animations, which are really on point, just her character, the arc that she goes through that we see, and obviously then comes and joins in, but she was led astray by Talon at a point when the Night Sisters were really vulnerable. They go for a point saying about how the whole of the Night Sisters were obliterated. That was by General Grievous, and they're in this vulnerable state just after Order 66. Talon's come down and has used that to his advantage to take over. She comes through that arc to come out that and see him for his true colours and help us. I just really liked Dathomir as a level. It was brutal when I first went there, really hard. You get your obviously double bladed lightsaber there, which is, you know, homage to Darth Maul, who comes from Dathomir. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Love the level. Level designs are great. It's on par to me to Dark Souls in terms of its level designs, the interconnectivity, the shortcuts that open. You know, the traversal. Yeah, it's the level designs are really, really good. Let's just call out here, there's no microtransactions in this. It shouldn't be a positive for a game. It is for this. It's a pure single player experience that hasn't forced anything on me. Yes, I got some pre-order bonus, sort of the orange lightsaber and some hilts and stuff. It's cosmetic stuff, and you can't buy anything else. You know, you just can't buy that anywhere. There's no shops to go in and get some more customization options. Hope they don't do that. Brilliant. So levels, yeah. Story, yeah. The actual action elements and the abilities and stuff, I liked the way that you've sort of forgotten how to do certain elements. You get some stuff which triggers sort of memories. You know, you saw the geckos running across the wall, and it sort of brought back that memory to get some powers. I like that. You obviously got push, pull, wall run, flip. You didn't feel overly powered in terms of all the abilities you can use. Some of them were borderline Sith powers. The pull and stab with the lightsaber there is borderline Sith, but Cal, you know, you could see there in just the way that they did the story, there was conflict within him, and he's got through that. And then Sarah's come along, and that's got even more. You know, and I liked her story as well. Just while we're on that, and that redemption arc that she had to Trilla, and Trilla at the end, obviously was Padawan into second sister, and at the end there before Vader cut her down, you could see that there was remorse in her and for what's happened. But yeah, the lightsaber battles were good. And you know, you start off particularly weak, standard game stuff, and then by the end of that, it became, you know, as you went through the game, it became even more fluid. And I really liked you split your lightsaber into an attack and then put it back again. I like that. Yes, I would have preferred, you know, you go around with two lightsabers independently, you know, Ahsoka style. I had a third option for that. I liked how BD linked into you as well, and that sort of arc of the story, because you think you're going after Cordova, there's actually BD in the end, and you harmoniously come together and work together for that. That worked really, really well. I said the fighting was really good. The only issue I had was the force usage that you had. It's not forced unleashed levels of abilities that you can use. I think the force amounts that got used for certain abilities was a bit too much. It hindered. I wasn't doing my heavy attacks for the most part. Apart from when I got into boss battles where I'm healing a lot anyway, and once you got that ability to get force back from healing, it opened, that one ability opens up the combat system so much, but you don't really understand that as you get the ability. I just thought, you know, it'd be quite good to do, but yeah, because you're healing in boss battles, you can do your heavy attacks and stuff. The parrying system was on point. I think that was really good. Really good risk and reward for that. Yeah, it's turned into the Star Wars game that I hoped it would be when I first saw the trailer and early sort of combat-y, to understand what type of game it is. It's more Sekiro than Dark Souls, but the levels is Dark Souls. Got good RPG elements in it. Good Uncharted, Tomb Raider elements in terms of the puzzle solving. They weren't overly difficult. Yes, there's some stuff that I've missed, and that sort of is where I'm sort of at a loss at the moment. Depending on what they do post game, can I fast travel to a spot, to a meditation spot, to make it easier for me? Yes, there's shortcuts and stuff that you can do, but I think by the time you've gone through the game, and I've visited Borgano 3-4 times, if I wanted to go back to the Venator to go and get the chest that I've missed there, I've got to run through a lot of zones. If I want to go back to one of the tombs, I've got to run through a lot of stuff. And at that point, if I'm looking just for some secrets, I just want to be able to fast travel to the location that I want and then explore some more. I can understand why they didn't do it off the start, because one of the mechanics is you get taken off to the I'm going to say Coaxian, but it's probably not Coaxian. It's the bounty hunter faction. They take you off and you get kidnapped. And I think once that is done and the story's done, I should be able to, and I'm frantically trying to research what happens post-game at this point. And from what I can see, you can't fast travel. And I think that's a shame. Really think that that's a shame, because you should be able to fast travel. Yeah, the game is solid. I would recommend this game to anybody who likes a Dark Souls-y action RPG, Uncharted exploration type game. Hands down, you know, this is probably, I've probably sunk 20, 25, 30 hours into this game at this point, and you know, if I say 30 hours, you know, I've probably enjoyed 27 of them. And 3 of them hours that I didn't enjoy was the load screens that I had to go through, and the backtracking to get to bosses on Grandmaster. And everything else I can put up with. You know, a graphical glitch I can put up with, they can patch that. The core stuff, when the story's crap and the gameplay's rubbish, that's when games fall down. A texture not looking great could potentially be patched if they want to. So, but next steps for this, what am I hoping going forwards? I think at this stage, I hope they actually do bring some DLC out, as long as it's not expensive. I'd like to see potentially Talon and Merrin, the Night Sister stuff, expanded a little bit more in terms of how that happens, and you know, maybe you're young Merrin, you see General Grievous cut down the whole of the Night Sisters, as you know, the cutscene, and you're running through, similar to young Padawan Cal, you're running through escaping and work out why she's the only lone survivor, and then her getting in with Talon, and Dathomir coming out. I think that'd be really good. I'd like potentially Cordova and how his demise is. You don't see how he dies. Is he dead? Is he not? Don't know. And then, you know, that sort of backstory-ish stuff. And I'd like to see this made into another game. I would love Jedi Fallen Order 2. You know, I've enjoyed it. As long as they keep it, improve on the criticisms that they're ultimately going to get from people like myself and others. There is scope here. Why not tie in to Rebels? Obviously, Ahsoka comes back as part of the Phoenix. Why not in season 2 of Rebels that she disappears? Why not arc into that? You know, you could arc into that, and these other Jedi that are around, you find them, you're helping them behind the scenes. I think there's some scope that they can do a lot of stuff, but they've set a really good benchmark. I can't state this enough, that this is a very, very good game. It has its flaws, yes, most games do, but the flaws aren't that bad. They're not that bad at all. So yeah, let's skip this. Let's go into our last long load screen potentially, see if there's any cutscenes at the end. And if there's not, which there isn't, let's see what happens for new game. I don't think you get fast travel. Is there New Game Plus? I don't think there's New Game Plus. And it's not a game that I feel needs New Game Plus either. But yeah, Jedi Fallen Order, it's a cracking game. You've returned to the story before the fortress. Fortress not replayable, but keep exploring. Okay. Let's quickly go to the table. You know, stuff like this I didn't care for. The chests, again, I don't care for because they're cosmetics. So if we go Bogano, for instance, let's bring up the map. Let's bring up the map. See, stuff like this is... Yeah, there we go. So what I'm hoping for is to essentially say, come. Yeah, we can't select this as a... That's a shame. That is a shame. But, yeah. Jedi Fallen Order. If you like this type of game, highly recommend it. But that is it. That is it for the playthrough. If they bring out a DLC, I'll bring that to the channel. If they bring out a second one, I'll bring that to the channel. And I'll pre-order it. Just hands out. Respawn have done an excellent job in this, and they need people to go out and buy this game and give it the good praise, because people keep saying, or companies keep saying, single player games are dying. Single player games are not dying, while there's people like me playing single player games because I prefer single player aspects to games. So that is it. My name is Paul, aka Noob Get Good. This has been Jedi Fallen Order. This game is a solid 8 out of 10. Go and buy it if you like this type of game. In the meantime, take care everybody. Don't take life too seriously. And have a wonderful, wonderful time. Peace out.